A Catholic nurse forced to help carry out an abortion shares her heartbreak on Capitol Hill. She joins lawmakers supporting the Conscience Protection Act. Capitol Hill correspondent Jason Calvi introduces us to nurse Cathy DeCarlo.
8 years later, the memories still flood her mind.
I'll never forget that day as I watched in horror as the doctor dismembered and removed the baby's bloody limbs. And I had to account for all the pieces. I still have nightmares about that day.
Cathy DeCarlo of New York City says her hospital gave her an ultimatum: assist in the abortion or be fired. To stop this from happening to others, Representative Diane Black, a Republican from Tennessee and also a nurse, is sponsoring the Conscience Protection Act.
We are simply asking to protect the fundamental rights of Americans. No one ever should be forced to participate in killing an unborn child. The legislation is about giving victims of abortion discrimination the ability to defend their rights in court.
Congressman Andy Harris is a Republican from Maryland and a doctor. He backs the bill.
The fact of the matter is we have to allow conscience protection for any health care worker who chooses not to participate in what they view as the taking of a human life.
In 2016, the House passed a previous version of the Conscience Protection Act. All Democrats, except for 3, voted against it.
This is a hypocritical bill that would make it even harder for women to obtain the reproductive health care they need.
But Cathy says she wants the freedom to focus on caring for patients, not worrying about compromising her Catholic faith.
I always believed in the sanctity of human life, and I became a nurse to help people, not to destroy life.
Having passed the House, tacked on to 2018 appropriations, lawmakers are pushing for the Senate to pick up the Conscience Protection Act. On the campaign trail, President Trump promised Catholic vote he'd sign the bill if it makes it to his desk. Lauren?
How are pro-life advocates getting the word out about this bill?
New York Cardinal Timothy Dolan is speaking out. He teamed up with Baptist leader Russell Moore and wrote an op-ed in USA Today in support of the Conscience Protection Act. They say even those who disagree with them on abortion should respect that being pro-choice means letting people choose not to help with abortions.
Capitol Hill correspondent Jason Calvi. Thank you, Jason.